Hello everyone, welcome back to this. I'm back in uni at York, as you can obviously see. I'm trying to be dead quiet because it's a bit early and I don't want to wake my flatmates up with me talking to no one, so I'm trying to be a bit quiet. It's 5 to 8 at the minute, so today we're going to do another day in the life at Uni York because I'm actually going into uni today, so I thought I'd film it. So it's 5 to 8. I got up at 7:30 and just like got ready and woke up a bit because I'm not sleeping very well at the minute, so I just kind of slowly got up and chilled and stuff. I haven't done my makeup apart from mascara, as you can see from my eyebrows, because I'm going to the gym. There's no point, I'm going to sweat off anyway. So I'm off to the gym now to get it done and dusted early in the day, and yeah, I won't show you it. I'm just gonna go, but I shall explain a little bit after what I did. So yeah, gym time. So I'm headed out of the gym now, but I just wanted to really quickly like say what I'm doing at the minute. So this is the last week of my cut that you might have seen that I'm doing off my videos, but this is the last week of my weight loss phase. So I haven't got a new training program. I've kind of just rejigged my sessions a little bit from the ones that I was doing up in Pure Gym, because obviously I don't have the same equipment, but I've kind of just rejigged them a little bit. And then next week I'll be doing a new program because I'll be on maintenance phase, because the next phase is kind of to build some more muscle. So still on the same training, I'm just ticking along. So I'll be doing my weight session, I'm doing legs today, and then half an hour cardio, and that's it. So session's done. I actually didn't have time to do cardio because I'm unorganized. It's me, I'm not gonna lie. So I'm gonna try and get it in later, but we'll see. I only did, because normally I do at the end of every session, I'll do like half an hour of, that's bad lighting, I'll do half an hour of an incline walk, but I didn't have time to do half an hour, so I just did like 15 minutes on the treadmill to get my steps up, and then I came straight back up and started my brunch, because it's a bit of weird timing, because today I've got a pep meeting at 11. What they are is basically, this is something that's on the psychology course. I don't think, like, other courses have different equivalents, but this is just on psychology, because I know a few people who do like physics and other stuff and they don't have this. So we have like once a year, we have like a pep meeting with our supervisor, which it's like the personal employability plan, and it's like every person who has the same supervisor, we all meet and talk through like what we've done in order to like get experience for the job role that we want to do and what we've got planned in and stuff. I don't really know what we're going to do today, because the first one I had was like the beginning of first year and I had a different supervisor then, so I don't know what this is going to be like, to be completely honest. I haven't done the work I need to do. Shit, never mind. But yeah, that's at 11. So I didn't know when to eat and train and stuff, so I've decided to train first and get it out of the way, because I found that's the best way to like balance it, like get it out of the way and early as you can. I mean, that might not work for you, but it works for me, and then I don't have to worry about fitting in training around food and stuff. So I've decided to train, quickly eat, because I need to leave in half an hour, so that's why I got it started before talking to you. Hang on, I need to put stuff in. Sorry about the weird angle, but so what was I saying? Why can't I even remember? So yeah, I've started this now, and I'm gonna have food now, because the plan for today is that I have I don't know, I explained this on my Instagram, but I haven't explained it here, so I'll explain it now. So basically, I got on the committee for like a charity volunteering thing for next year called Sexpression, which is basically a charity that goes and teaches sex ed in schools. I've done a few teaching sessions, and obviously it needs a committee, so the committee was running, and I ran for the social media and, well, the social officer / social media and advocacy officer, and I got on to the committee. So today we have the handover from the old committee to the new committee, so we've got that tonight as well. So it's a bit of a weird day because that starts at 5 and normally I have my tea at like 6, so I'm not going to be able to have my tea at the same time. So I thought I'll just have like brunch with this omelette, egg white omelette thing, and then I'll have like an early tea, and then I'll just have my supper when I get back. It's a bit of a weird day, to be completely honest, but I'm gonna roll with it. So yeah, I'm having this now. Hopefully it's gonna be made in time because I need to eat it as well. Basically it's like this is actually quite a good option for students because I feel like it's a quite cheap meal. And it doesn't take a lot to prepare. I mean, it takes more to prepare than a microwave meal, but it's still okay to prepare because it's an omelette, so you can get eggs quite cheap. I do it as just egg whites because obviously I'm trying to save calories and egg yolks are calorific. So I do it one egg white, no, one egg, like one full egg and then 3 egg whites, and then I'll flip you so you can see. Zip. Then I do the mushrooms and red onion and spinach in it as well. So it gets your veggies in all at the same time, and I feel like it's quite cheap because it's literally just eggs and vegetables, and they're not bad price. If you're interested how I do it, I cook the mushrooms first, then put the eggs in, then put the red onion and spinach in, if anyone's interested. But yeah, so I'm gonna eat this, and then I need to put my eyebrows on and do that, probably do the work that I need to do for the pet meeting. But yeah, that's the plan so far. We'll see how it goes. So I'm on my way back from that meeting now. It went on for a lot longer than what I thought actually. So it was about like an hour. I'll tell you a little bit more about it when I get back because I'm outside and like I've said, I'm nervous about people. So yeah, but I'm on my way back now. I'm gonna head back. It's such a nice day. I'm sick of the weather at the minute. Like, it was so cloudy this morning, so I put this jumper on and now it's bloody beautiful. And I'm gonna be boiling on the way home. But yeah, I'll talk to you about what happened when I get back, but I just wanted to check in and say it went on for longer than I thought, so we're gonna have to rush some work in when I get back. I'm dying for a wee, I'm dying for a wee, I'm dying for a wee. Hurry up. Hurry up. Okay, so now I'm not dying. I can actually talk to you a little bit. I was really hot, so I've just chucked this sports bra I was wearing this morning back on. So yeah, that meeting actually went a lot longer than I thought, but it wasn't like bad. Like, I know I said that I didn't have any idea what I was doing into it, but it actually was quite, well, not helpful, but it was therapeutic in a way. So I did the work that so the work I was on about that we had to do before it was, we've basically got a PEP plan, like the plan itself, so like a Word document that they've gave us that we have to fill in, and I basically had to like fill it in with more stuff that I'd done, but we didn't even need it in the end, so I rushed through it when I was eating and I didn't need to, but never mind. What happened was like half of, so it wasn't all of the people who he supervises, it was just half of us, so we basically like went round and we had to say like what we had planned for like the summer and what we had planned just for the future in relation to like what we want to end up doing. And it was I don't know, I think it's quite refreshing to hear like other people and what they're doing, so you just don't feel like, I don't know, I think when you're at uni you think everybody's doing so much better than you, so not that people aren't doing well, but it's quite refreshing to hear where people are actually at rather than what you think they're doing and where you think they're at and stuff. So it was quite nice. And he basically I've got the best supervisor. He was basically just opened up and it was like, is there anything that you guys like want to talk about or rant about or anything? And we had a bit of a rant about like not being able to afford to get experience and stuff, because in psychology there's quite a few things that you can do abroad. Like there's a program where you can go do clinical experience in like underdeveloped countries and stuff, but they all cost
to do them. So we had a bit, well, I had a bit of a rant about that, and stuff like that. So it was actually really beneficial. And we, like I said, we only have them like once a year, but we have supervisor meetings more, and I've booked in a supervisor meeting with him at the end of this week, which I'm quite looking forward to, because he's just great to talk to and talk things through with. So yeah, that's this morning. So I have this thing now at 5, I think it is. Yeah, it's at 5. So I'll have to leave here at like, I'll have to leave here at 4:30, but I want to go to the shop and like get some treats for people. So I'll probably leave here at like 4:15. So I'm planning now in my head, because I haven't done it already, but I'll probably eat. I'm having sweet potato and stuff. So I'll probably eat at like 3. God, that's gonna be so early. I'll probably start preparing it at 3. I'll prepare it at 3. Gives me 2 hours. So the plan now is basically if you don't know, if you're watching this like in the future and you look what date it is, it's coming up to exam period now. So I've just came back off the Easter break. We are in week 3 now, and exams start in week 5. So it's 2 weeks till exams start. But we also have a deadline for a practical report on Wednesday. So I was doing that basically the weekend, because I prefer to do it just in like a big chunk. Like, I don't know, obviously people work differently, but I prefer to just like set 2 days out to do it and just do it all in those 2 days. And if I'm prepared enough, I'll do it so that I'll do it in those 2 days and then come back to it in a few days to reread it, just to make sure it makes sense. But I haven't gave myself enough time for this, because I basically forgot we had it until last week. So basically I've done that over the weekend. I sent it to Jack last night to proofread. So he sent me it back. So my plan is now to go through that and just make any changes that I need to make and then submit it. That'll probably take like half an hour, and then basically we have to pick our supervisors, or like apply for our supervisors for next year for our literature review and our project. So how it works in like 3rd year for us is, for psychology in Uni of York, is in 3rd year you have to do a literature review, which is basically like you pick a topic of research and you have to review the research around that topic, and you get a supervisor to help you out with it, because we haven't really done much of this before. So the supervisor's there to like answer any questions and help you structure it and stuff. And then we have the second thing, which is basically our dissertation, which is a 3rd year project, and it's kind of like it's a research project essentially. Obviously it hasn't got any like big funding behind it, so you can't do like really experimental shit, but we have to pick a research topic to do by ourselves. Oh yeah, I mean, you can do them, I think you can do them in a group if you want to. And I need to message some girl actually, because she was mentioned about doing one together. But that's kind of our dissertation. We do the research and then we have to write up a research paper. So at the minute we have to pick which supervisors we want. So that email went out giving us, because obviously supervisors have like the researchers in the department have their research projects, so they kind of like put out what kind of things they're wanting from the people they're supervising. So say like the one I want to do is educational, and there's one guy who said that he's looking for people who want to do research in like higher education, so that's probably like what I'm gonna go for. But currently it's kind of like you need to pick, and you need to have this in by like, I think it's either this week, end of this week or next week. Actually it might be next Monday, I need to check that. But I haven't had a look properly because I've kind of, my head's been a bit all over the place, and I didn't feel like I had the headspace to look at it yet. So now there's like practical reports written. Why am I at uni? Now that that's done, I feel like I can actually start to have a look at it now. So after I've proofread that, submitted that, I'm gonna have a look at the researchers and see what I can do, because basically I want a meeting with them, because I have no idea what I want to do. I just know the kind of the rough topic that I want to do, so I need to make some appointments before exams start. So we'll see how quickly I can get through that. That'll probably take up the hour, to be completely honest, because it's a lot of like researchers to go through and stuff like that. So that's the plan. And then I'll make my tea and then go with this handover thing tonight. So yeah, that's it, done. Woo! That was my
last ever practical report. Ever. I'm kind of happy it's done. We don't have any like coursework next year. It's all exams, essay exams. So that was my last ever one, and it's done. I'm just like, I'm so glad it's over, because it's just so crap like having to like do stuff like this when exams are so close, because you just want to revise. But it's done now, and now I'm gonna look at the third year stuff. I also forgot that I need to do cardio, so I'm probably gonna give myself till like 2:15 to do this stuff, like the third year planning shit, and then I'm gonna go do my half-an-hour cardio before I have my tea. With the project supervisor things, look at how much there is to read. So this is like who the researcher is, and these are like the topics they want, and look. There's so much. It's so scary. I'm a bit scared. Right, let's go do some cardio. I'm joking, I'm not that excited. So I thought whilst I do my foundation, I would explain a little bit about how I'm revising at the minute, because I know I've talked to you a little bit before about what I'm doing with my revision, but I thought I'd kind of like update you a little bit, if that makes sense, if you're interested. I mean, you're watching a day at uni vlog, so I'm going to assume that you're interested. Obviously, I've mentioned to you guys before that I use Quizlet for revision. So I think the last time I mentioned it, I was just starting to like add all my stuff to Quizlet for this semester. Now I am done with that, apart from one little teaching block, because I just wasn't prepared enough. I didn't do enough work at home, to be completely honest, but never mind. I don't think I'm too behind. But I've still got one teaching block to add on there. But at the minute, I'm kind of making sure that, so there's the learn function on Quizlet, and that's kind of where it quizzes you and stuff in different ways, and I'm using that kind of like, I'm going through all of my Quizlets like once a day. So when I'm on the treadmill getting my steps in, that's when I'm doing it mainly, and if I haven't finished it when I'm doing my steps, it'll be like when I'm in bed in the morning or on a night time. I didn't do any there like on the treadmill, because when I'm doing it on incline, it's kind of, I find it quite difficult just to pay attention and to have my head's really temperamental in terms of when it wants to pay attention anyway, so I don't think it'll likes doing stuff when I'm under pressure. So it's when I'm just going, because obviously I use just the accommodation gym. There's the uni gym as well, but obviously I don't live on campus, so I don't find it any point. And I think from what I've heard, that gym gets really busy, and I can't deal with it. I don't think it's the biggest of gyms either. I mean, this isn't, but I mean when it's in my gym, when it's in my accommodation, I don't really care. But so yeah, so if I'm not getting my steps in, which I normally don't because it's quite hard when I'm down here, because like when I'm with Jack at home and stuff, obviously we're up and about and going on walks, but I don't know why, but here I just don't like going on just walks. I'd much prefer to just do them on a treadmill. I know that sounds really weird, but I just prefer to do them on a treadmill. And I mean, at the minute as well, this is gonna sound really stupid, but my watch that counts my steps isn't working properly. Like, it's telling me, it's doing things like, first I think it's underestimating my steps, but it's doing stuff like where it'll tell me I've hit my goal for the day, which is 12,000, and then I'll refresh it like on a night time, because I'm just wanting to see how many I've done or something, and it'll like it'll come through on my phone, because it's a hybrid watch, so it looks like this, but it sends me notifications and stuff like that. So when I go on my phone and refresh it to see how many steps I've done, it'll say that I actually haven't met my goal, and I'm like, I've done 8,000, but because it's like 11 o'clock when I'm checking, it's kind of already too late to try and remedy that, because I'm not going to go downstairs and do like 4,000 steps at like 11:30 at night. So that's annoying, but it's also, I think it's underestimating my steps, because when I was at home, me and Jack were doing, like, we knew how long the walks we were doing were, and it was saying, and obviously it counts your steps and like calculates how far you've gone, but it was saying that on like 5-mile walks that we'd only done 3 miles and stuff like that. So being on the treadmill lets me see how far I've actually walked as well, so I prefer it. So I just sometimes, like, if on a rest day, so like at the weekend, I didn't have any plans, I didn't go anywhere, so I went in the morning and did 4 kilometers, and then at the night I did 4 kilometers as well. So when I'm just doing steps, that's when I'm doing Quizlet, because obviously it's an app on your phone, so that's when I'm doing the learning thing. When I have the time, which is going to be this week, because I've done my plan for this week that I've mentioned before that I do, where I plan like what work I'm doing and what days. I'm going to do mind maps as well, like written mind maps, just because it enhances my learning. I like drawing them and stuff, so it's something that I enjoy doing as revision. So I'm going to start doing them as well on like big A2 bits of paper. I do it on A1, but just with the desk space it wouldn't work. And then hopefully I'm going to get through writing all of them, but I'm not entirely sure, to be quite honest. But once I've got them done, I can then, as well as using Quizlet, start like covering bits up and seeing if I can remember what it says. Because with revision, you kind of, I think I've mentioned it before, but you kind of want to make sure that you're like testing yourself as well, not just like repeating the same content and everything. So I want to try and do that. I'm still going to enjoy making the mind maps, and I'm still testing myself on Quizlet, so I'm still like, I'm not missing that out completely, but I should have been a bit more prepared. And obviously we've got, like I said, we've got all the third year stuff going on at the minute, and we also have mini projects, which I mentioned in the last one. They're still going on. They're at the phase now where we are doing like the data collection for it. So we've designed the projects, and now we're like waiting just for participants to put their stuff in. So that's them, and that, like, the data collection's got to be done by the end of this week. So we've got stuff going on for them as well, so it's all a bit, that's kind of what I'm doing for revision at the minute. I mean, I've got what? When's the first one? Around that one. So 1, 2, 3, 3.5 weeks till my first one. Yum, look at that. That's some good food. I'm very excited. All of the veggies. Like 10 years later. So now, is that zoomed in? A little bit. Okay, so it's now, what time is it? 8:30. So I've just came back from the Sexpression handover. It did go on until like 7:30, but I'm not that bothered because it was actually quite good. It was good just to get to know everything.
because there's a lot to know. We kind of, when we all set out for the committee, we all said that we wouldn't like take the roles too strictly, and we just help out when people needed help out. So it was quite good to get to know everything. And then the guy who's the advocacy officer now, because at the minute they've got a lot bigger committee, like there's only going to be 4 of us and there's like 8 of them, so he's just the advocacy, and then there's the different like social media one. He ran through like loads of stuff for me, and it's actually really good. Like it's kind of made me really motivated to actually like get into the role, because I mean the reason that I got into sex expression is because with like any psychology job, if you want to go in after it, you kind of have to have some experience in there, like volunteering. So I volunteered in a school last term, but I kind of just, I wanted to get something else in there, so I did sex expression because I mean I'm a big advocate for like breaking the stigma of sex and stuff like that. So I was like, this is perfect for me, and I also have like no problems talking about sex at all, like at all. So I was like, this is just perfect for me. So like again on the committee is just even more for like adding to my CV for psychology and stuff. So I mean if anybody's watching this who's from Uni of York, or like, well, it's anywhere, like it's basically like a national charity, and you have like different regions. So obviously we're the York one, but we just run in York. So if anybody's in Uni of York, if you're interested in volunteering and stuff, just message me. But honestly, and if you're anywhere else, just have a look for the one that's in your region, because there is ones everywhere. But yeah, so if it's just such a good experience, because I mean you're literally like teaching the kids, so it's teaching experience. You're with like it's, I think we do it from year 6 up until like 6th form. So I mean it's such a broad age range that you get an experience with, and you're in charge of like a group of kids. And I mean teaching sex ed, like it's not an easy thing to do. So I mean it's just brilliant experience. So if you're interested in getting some experience with that age range, or just in teaching, or just are interested in it, message me, because we need as many volunteers as we can get. But apart from that little plug, it was really good. I really enjoyed it. But obviously I'm back now at 8:30, and I was gonna, like I said, I was gonna do some work, but I forgot it's Game of Thrones tonight, and me and Jack are watching it at 9. It's like the big battle one, so need to be watching that. And me and Jack haven't video called, and obviously long distance relationship, we need to video call, and we haven't video called since Wednesday, and it's Sunday, and it's Monday now. So we're gonna video call beforehand, so I'm not actually gonna be able to get any work done beforehand. I might do some after, but I don't think I'm going to be doing what I said I was going to be doing in terms of like adding that final module on a Quizlet. I think I'll just do some revision on Quizlet after, because it'll be like what, 10, half 10, well 10 when it finishes. So I don't think I'm going to get it done, but I hadn't planned to get it done. It was just extra anyway, so I'm pretty happy with that. I don't think I'm going to conclude the vlog yet, because I'm not entirely sure what I'll do after, so I'm not sure if it's a full day. But yeah, so now the plan is to ring Jack. Oh, I also forgot to say when I was talking about what revision I'm doing, another thing that I'm doing is also re-listening to my lectures when I'm walking to and from uni, because the walk to and from uni, it's like half an hour each way. So that's half an hour kind of not wasted because it's traveling, but it's half an hour where I feel like I could have been getting something in. So we're quite lucky in terms of we have lecture capture, where the lectures all get recorded. So what I'm doing is just listening to a lecture, like on the way there, on the way back. Obviously it's only like an hour overall, and our lectures are 2 hours, so I'm not getting a lecture in like a day or anything. But it's, I mean, it's all stuff like reminding me of what was said and all that kind of stuff. So that's something else I'm doing. I'm not actually, you know what, with the eating thing, I'm not that hungry. I thought I was gonna be starving because I had my tea at like, what time did I have it? Like 4. But I feel really guilty, because, not guilty, but I feel really disappointed in myself, because I was gonna go get some treats, but then I didn't leave myself enough time to go to Tesco, so I had to go to Nisa on campus, and all the treats were like
£2, like, you know the grab bags? It was like £2 a bag. I was like, fuck that, I'm not paying that. So I just grabbed some stuff for myself, and I ended up getting like 3 different chocolate bars. So, and I ate all of them. I mean, it's within my calories, I've tracked it all, and like I can have it, but I'm just kind of disappointed that I've had them and that I'm not hungry now. Like, I feel like I should be hungry. But I mean, they weren't full on chocolate bars. I had I had a Freddo, one of those Milky Bar thin ones, and an Oreo Cadbury's bar. So it's not as bad as it could be, and it is within my calories, but I just kind of feel really disappointed in myself that I ate that much chocolate. That's probably why I'm not hungry. But I've still got my supper in, because I am getting a bit hungry. It's just I thought I was going to be like ravenous. So I'm going to video call Jack, go grab my supper, and watch Game of Thrones. I'm so nervous. I'm so nervous. I feel like everyone's going to die. We'll see how traumatized I am after. Okay. Hi guys. So I forgot to finish the vlog last night, so it's the next morning now. But I'm going to quickly finish it off last night. The reason I forgot was, I didn't like forget, but I finished watching Game of Thrones, which was traumatizing. I don't know. I mean, this will have gone live for like ages after that broadcast, but if you watched it, it was stressful as hell. I watched that with Jack on video call, and then we started watching Thronecast, and then I was thinking about this, like how late it was going to be when that finished, so I was like, oh, I need to take my makeup off. So I took all my makeup off, and then realised I hadn't finished this, and realised it was like 11:30, and I was like, nah, it's not happening. I didn't do any more work because I think I was traumatized. So yeah, I just went to sleep after Game of Thrones. So that's gonna be it for the vlog. I hope you enjoyed it. If you've got any questions about anything in it, or if you've got any questions about Uni New York or psychology or anything like that, just let me know. But I shall see you. I'm not sure if I'm going to get round to weekly videos because it's exams and editing takes a long time. So I'm not entirely sure when I'll see you. It'll be either next week or the week after. But I shall see you soon. And if you have exams, good luck. I know Scotland's having them like now. So if you have them, good luck. If you're still trying to decide where to go to uni and you're watching this, good luck with that as well, because it's freaking hard. So yeah, I shall see you next time, chickpeas. Bye.